bridge exercise. So let's show you that. Bridge exercise. This would be bridge in yoga, pushing up like this. You will often see, and I actually look through YouTube pages, almost everybody is doing this, okay? That's a problem for me, which means it's going to be a problem for a lot of you. When you're lifting up this high, you're hyperextending the lower back, you're increasing the lordosis in the lower back, and that can cause some pinching in the joints of the lower back, okay, and the discs. So, what you can do is a few things. First of all, let me run through the parameters of bridge. Don't have your feet too close to you. The further away they are, the more you're going to make it a rear end exercise, okay? So have the heels far away. Number 2, don't have your feet flat. It's going to be heels, okay? Number 3, if you're going to do both legs, look at how little I came up. Just a tiny bit, just enough to activate the muscles here, the rear end muscles, right? That's all you need for space. You don't have to come up any further. You're getting all of the activity on the muscles that you want and not risking any irritation to the lower back. Fourth one, if you want to, is I am contracting my lower abs while I'm in this position right now. Subtle. It's not a lot. Subtle. I'm contracting those ab muscles here, okay? Now I could hold this for a while. I've done this exercise a lot. And there we go. And then I would relax when I'm ready, okay? Same thing. If you notice when you reposition your legs, it's easy to make them come back in because that's easier. If you want to make it a little bit difficult, get those heels further away, get them further away from your body, and then come up. And you'll notice, again, it's going to work the gluteal muscles a little bit more. It's going to work your hamstrings a little bit more, driving through the heels. And again, notice how little I'm coming off the floor to make this happen, okay? So that would be an alternative bridge, but now let's get into the one-legged bridge. So let's say I'm going to do the right side so you can see it. I'm going to push up, and now I'm going to straighten my left leg and take it off the floor. Okay? This is much harder, and I'm really working this right side. The glute is firing like crazy, hamstring for sure. Notice how little I'm coming up. I've got a slight lower ab contraction to hold the pelvis steady and the core steady. And then I am already fatiguing, so I'm going to rest. Okay? From this side, I want you to see it. Let's say now I'm going to shift to the left. So, pushing up a tiny bit, right leg looks straight. See how low I'm keeping that right leg now? My rear end is just off the floor to make it happen. I'm really driving through the heel on that left side, feeling that left gluteal, really working, and then down. Now, notice when I switch to the right, again, it's common, because I've caught myself doing this, is to sneak that heel even closer, because you'll find that that is easier. Okay? Well, if you want to keep it harder, keep that heel away from the body and then drive it through. Okay? If you find you're a beginner and you're a little weaker than this, let me show you the alternative. Let's say again we're working the right side, okay? And I'm just going to do this right one. Take your leg all the way back over here. This is going to be easier because we're taking more of the weight on this side of the teeter-totter, on this side of the seesaw. So you're going to find that a little bit easier. Watch me switch now. I could switch to the left, making sure my heel is staying away from me, and then I'll bring this one up like that. Okay? Notice how little I'm coming up. This will be a little bit easier, and then I'm going to show you right away, this is definitely harder with that weight coming on the opposite side of the teeter-totter, and then I'm holding here. One-legged bridge. You don't need many of them, but the keys are, 1 is heels away, 2, make sure that the heels are driving in, not the toes, the heels. And then 3, you only have to come up a tiny bit off the floor to make this happen. And lastly, if that's too intense for you, you can either bring one leg up and then switch and then bring the other leg up and so forth, or you can do both legs together. That's your one-legged and two-legged bridge. One-legged bridge with, again, that safety of avoiding that hyperextension.